Please pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa.
So there are too many questions. It is impossible to put all. So we will start with our samatha and vipassana. So today we shall start let's answer the questions on anapanasati. And some of the questions seems to be similar or same, but whatever it is, I will do my duty to ask the question. And if whatever the answers already given or redundant, and Sayadaw will inform and will let you know this has been answered. But on my part as a translator, I will only ask according to the questions. Okay. So the first question. Sayadaw, is it necessary that all meditators need to train, experience, and understand the breath in systematic ways? That means, 1. I breathe in long. B. I breathe in short. C. Experiencing the whole breath body. I shall breathe in. D. Tranquilizing the body formation. I shall breathe in. Is it necessary for all meditators to practice in this way?
Usually it is necessary. However, some meditators, they had practiced in one of previous life anapana meditation successfully. For those within one sitting also nimitta can appear. For such meditators, long breath, short breath, just few seconds or few minutes also will be enough. Most important thing is whether it is long or whether it is short. The whole body of breath, realizing the whole body of breath is important. When it is long, the meditator must try to understand the whole body of breath. When it is short, the meditator must try to understand the whole body of breath. So these 3 stages can be done within few minutes. Very soon the breath will become subtle. At that time, when it is long, the meditator must try to understand the whole subtle breath body. When it is short, the meditator must try to understand the whole subtle breath body. Very soon the breath will become nimitta. At that time, the meditator must focus on the nimitta. While focusing on the nimitta, very quickly they can attain patibhaga nimitta. They may realize patibhaga nimitta. From parikama nimitta to ogha nimitta, from ogha nimitta to patibhaga nimitta. Within one sitting also possible. However, for majority of people, their concentration is not yet deep enough. At that time, they cannot start long breath and short breath. They must start counting breath. So after counting breath, if they can maintain their concentration more than half hour for 2 or 3 days in every sitting, at that time only they should start long breath and short breath. If they can concentrate well on their long breath or short breath, they can start to understand the whole body of breath. When it is long, they should try to understand the whole body of breath. When it is short, they should try to understand the whole body of breath. then they should continue to understand the subtle breath, calming the whole breath body. When the whole breath body becomes very calm and very subtle, at that time they should try to understand the whole subtle breath body, whether it is long or short. But in every case, they should not intentionally try to make the breath long or short. Please allow their breath in a natural way. Please try to understand the breath in a natural way. It is better.
How to differentiate light and nimitta? If we can see light in front of the nose at night, is it considered light or nimitta?
Nimitta is together with breath. The color of breath, yesterday we had explained, the color of breath is called nimitta. The light of wisdom is samantato patrati. And everywhere surrounding meditator's body, there is light. That light is called the light of wisdom. The origin is same. Same means concentrated mind produce nimitta. In the same way, concentrated mind also produce the light of wisdom. The origin is same, but the light of wisdom is everywhere surrounding a meditator's body. However, for beginners, the light of wisdom may appear in the right side or left side or above the head or behind, etc. When concentration develops further, and when concentration becomes deeper and deeper, the light of wisdom will be everywhere surrounding meditator's body. Depending on the quality of the concentration, the light of wisdom may become brighter and brighter. In the same way, depending on the concentration, the nimitta also may change from parigama nimitta to ogaha nimitta to patibhaga nimitta. But the nimitta is always together with breath. Usually we check many meditators. Some meditators, they inform the light of wisdom is different from the natural breath. They are not yet unified. If it is unified with breath, it is called nimitta. But nimitta is together with breath around the nostril area. Some meditators, they think nimitta is another, the breath is another. They are still not yet unified. If it is not yet unified with breath, then that light of wisdom is not nimitta. This is called the light of wisdom only. When it is unified with breath at that time only, that light of wisdom is called nimitta. If the light of wisdom and the natural breath is two different things, other than if the meditator focus on the light of wisdom, very soon the light of wisdom will disappear, because the light of wisdom is not the meditation object. But when the breath and light of wisdom together, it is called nimitta. Breath is nimitta, nimitta is breath. Two things are same. At that time, when they focus on the nimitta, they can maintain their concentration for a long time. That nimitta also may not disappear very quickly. When concentration becomes deeper and deeper, nimitta also will become brighter and brighter.
So immediately the next question is clearly already answered. What is light of wisdom? I think Sayadaw already answered. So now the next question. Some people say the Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta should be small. But some others say a big Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta is better. For example, a nimitta covering the whole face. Which is true, Sayadaw?
Small nimitta and big nimitta, no much difference. Sinya ja medan sinya nidana sinya babu. While you are practicing mentality meditation, nama kamathana, one desane mentalities other than you will understand. How many mental formations are there when concentrating on the nimitta? Usually there are 34 mental formations. Among 34 mental formations, there is perception, sanya. Depending on perception, nimitta always change. Because of this reason, usually we teach many meditators not to pay attention to the color of nimitta, not to pay attention to the form of nimitta, form or shape. When perception change, color always change. When perception change, form or shape also always change. If nimitta is always changing, then concentration will decrease day by day. For example, if they want to become red color nimitta, then when concentration is deep enough, it will become red color. Again, if they want to become yellow color, then it will become yellow. When their concentration becomes deeper and deeper. So because of this reason, when color is always changing, slowly concentration will decrease. In the same way, if they want to become their nimitta low, it will become low. If they want to become short, then it will become short. If they want to become very big nimitta, then it will become very big nimitta. If they want to become small nimitta, then it will become small nimitta. Depending on this perception, nimitta may change in different ways. When the nimitta is always changing, slowly concentration will decrease. They cannot attain jhana because they focus on the color and shape of nimitta. Color and shape of nimitta is not meditation object. The meditator's meditation object is just focus on the nimitta as nimitta only. Whether it is small or whether it is big, whether it is long or whether it is short, no problem. Phutta Photo Kase Bana Sadain Tabidwa Bhavanda Seva Bhavana Sambhajati. On the touching point, if a meditator focus on the natural breath on the nimitta, at that time only he can attain jhana. For the attainment of jhana, the meditator must focus between the nostril and upper lip, around this area only. From this area, if they move their attention to anywhere, concentration will decrease. They cannot attain jhana. Therefore, the nimitta may be big, no problem. Depending on their perception, it may become very big. But nimitta may be small, no problem. Depending on their perception, nimitta may become small. But intentionally, please do not try to make the breath big, to make the nimitta very big or to make the nimitta very small. Please allow in a natural way. While focusing on the nimitta between nostril and upper lip, at that time, because of perception is very quick. Because of perception is changed, nimitta may be changed. At that time, don't pay attention to the color and form of nimitta. If you pay attention to the color and form of nimitta, form or shape, then when perception changes, it always will begin changing. This is problem for attainment of jhana. When nimitta is not stable, always changing, then concentration will decrease. Because of this reason, for some meditators, small nimitta is very good, they can concentrate well. For some meditators, big nimitta also good for them, they can concentrate well. Actually, when absorption appears, some meditators, if they investigate nimitta at that time, they may think nimitta is very big because their mind is absorbed inside nimitta. So don't investigate too much. If you investigate too much, then concentration will decrease. Then you cannot maintain jhana for a long time. I would like to explain about nimitta in the light of wisdom. Okay. While focusing, especially anapana, the concentrated mind produces mind-born kalāpas. The breath is one type of mind-born kalāpa. If a meditator analyzes those kalāpas, in each kalāpa there are 8 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, and breathing sound. The color of those kalāpas, combination of those color of those kalāpas is called nimitta. However, mind-born kalāpas can arise inside a meditator's body, not outside the body. But many meditators, they focus nimitta on the nostril and between nostril and upper lip. This is a little bit outside the body. What is this? In every mind-born kalāpa, there is fire element. That fire element is called utuja temperature. That temperature also produces new generations, new kalāpas. They are called temperature-born kalāpas. In those temperature-born kalāpas, in every temperature-born kalāpa, there is fire and there is color. That color also luminous and bright, depending on concentration. Usually between the nostril and upper lip is this temperature-born kalāpas color. Again, the light of wisdom. Concentrate that mind on the natural breath or concentrate that mind on the nimitta also can produce mind-born kalāpas. Every mind moment produces billions and billions of mind-born kalāpas. They spread throughout the body. When concentration becomes deeper and deeper, that concentrated mind always associated with wisdom faculty. While concentrating, there are usually 34 mental formations. Among 34 mental formations, there is also wisdom faculty. Depending on the power of wisdom faculty, the color of mind-born kalāpas throughout the body also became very bright. But the color of mind-born kalāpas can spread throughout the body, not outside the body. In every mind-born kalāpa, there is also fire element. That fire element also produces new generations, new kalāpas. Within one kalāpa, one fire element can produce uncountable generations, not only internally but also externally. If a meditator analyzes those kalāpas, in each kalāpa there are 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types, there is also kala. Combination of those different types of kalāpas, kala also became bright. This is called also the light of wisdom. But temperature-born kalāpas, kala spread throughout the body as well as outside the body. If a meditator sees the light of wisdom outside the body, that light of wisdom is called temperature-born kalāpas only, but very subtle. Usually many meditators can understand the light of wisdom is a group of subatomic particles kala. When they practice vipassana at the utuja jnana stage, they understand clearly. When they focus 4 elements, if they can discern 4 elements and those light of wisdom, they can see light of wisdom is nothing but a group of very subtle subatomic particles. If they analyze those kalāpas, in each kalāpa there are 8 types of materiality. Among 8 types, the kala is luminous and bright. Depending on the power of wisdom faculty, which is associated with concentrated mind, the light of wisdom may become brighter and brighter, or may not bright so much. When wisdom faculty is very weak, the light of wisdom may be not so bright. But when wisdom faculty is very, very powerful, the light of wisdom is very, very bright and go very far away. For example, whenever Anuruddha's divine insight power is associated with wisdom faculty, his wisdom faculty is very powerful. So his light of wisdom within one Abhanya Jovana Sek Power Jovana can produce this light of wisdom up to 1000 world cycle. So because the power of wisdom faculty is very deep and profound, very powerful.
Then the next question. Before the mind absorbs into the nimitta is small. But once the mind absorbs into the nimitta becomes very big, sometimes covering the whole face or even the whole body. What should we concentrate on them? How should we concentrate on them?
On the nostril area only. Is it now? Don't move your attention from the nostril area. Between the nostril and upper lip, on that nimitta only just focus. But other than don't investigate too much. Because mind is inside nimitta, fully absorbed. At that time, nimitta, whether nimitta is big or small, no problem. Don't investigate. Your responsibility is to maintain your full absorption for a long time only. Whether nimitta is small or big, such type of investigation is according to Pali text, not jhana vidhi. This is called picha vakana, reflecting knowledge. If you reflect at that time, you are temporarily coming up from jhana, not jhana concentration. So you should maintain your jhana concentration continuously more than 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It is better. If you want to investigate too much, then your concentration will decrease. You cannot understand the meaning well. What is nimitta other than you cannot understand? What is the light of wisdom you cannot understand? Because this is not your discerning stage. While practicing 4 elements meditation systematically, other than you may understand what is nimitta and what is the light of wisdom partially.
The next question. Some people said without nimitta, just focus on breath can enter into jhana. Is it possible?
Not possible. Nimitta is the object of jhana concentration. Natural breath is not the object of jhana concentration. This is especially the idea of some Westerners. They don't want to accept nimitta. Their argument is Buddha never teaches in any sutta about anapana nimitta. This is their argument. However, Venerable Sariputta explains in his Parisamita Magga, nimitta asasa pasasa anaramana mega chaitasa ajana do teodami bhavana nupa labadi. Nimitta 1, asasa 1, pasasa 1. Altogether 3. Nimitta, asasa, pasasa. Asasa in breath, pasasa of breath. Nimitta in breath or breath, they are 3 different things. If a meditator does not understand these 3 things with a single mind movement, he cannot attain jhana. This is the explanation of Venerable Sariputta in his Parisamita Magga. Maybe Venerable Sariputta's wisdom faculty may be bigger than Westerners' wisdom faculty. Is it true? Then again, Venerable Sariputta explains, nimitta asasa pasasa aramana meka chaitasa jhana docha teodame. Nimitta asasa pasasa anaramana mega chaitasa jhana docha teodame bhavana upa labhati. Nimitta asasa in breath of asa pasasa of breath. These 3 are not the object of one with one mind movement. However, if with one mind movement, if a meditator understands these 3, then he can attain jhana. What is the meaning? For beginners, nimitta is uttarota or nasikaka. Uttarota means upper lip. Nasikaka means nostril. This is called for beginners nimitta. And they must focus between this nostril and upper lip area. This is nimitta. They, while focusing between this nostril and upper lip, they must focus in breath and out breath. So nimitta is nostril and upper lip. In breath is asasa, out breath is pasasa. So they are 3 different things. Cannot begin the object of with one single mind movement. This is for beginners. One day, when concentration improves, they will see the breath becomes nimitta. Gradually it will become parigama nimitta, oga nimitta, and patibhaga nimitta. While focusing on the nimitta, nimitta is patibhaga nimitta at that time. In-breath is also patibhaga nimitta. Out-breath also patibhaga nimitta. Breath becomes nimitta at that time. So these three things are same. Nimitta also patibhaga nimitta. In-breath also patibhaga nimitta. Out-breath also patibhaga nimitta. While focusing on that patibhaga nimitta counterpart side, a single mind moment can concentrate well on that patibhaga nimitta. At that time, three things, nimitta, in-breath, out-breath become one. Then it can be the object of one single mind moment. At that time, meditator can attain jhana. This is the explanation of Venerable Sariputta in his Patisambhida Magga. Venerable Buddha Ghosa contained this stanza in his Visuddhi Magga. He explained about nimitta. But many Westerners, they think Venerable Buddha Ghosa's wisdom faculty is not so sharp like them. Their wisdom faculty is better than Venerable Buddha Ghosa's wisdom faculty. This is their idea. So they criticize a lot Venerable Buddha Ghosa. However, in his introduction of Visuddhi Magga, Venerable Buddha Ghosa explained openly. He already mentioned Sila, Samadhi, and Panya systematically in this book. These explanations are not his idea or not his own experience. These explanations are according to Buddha's Pali text as well as the ancient commentaries explanation. He is just only translator. In this way, he already explained in his introduction. So these explanations are came down from the Buddha's time up to this age. Commentaries are also came down from the Buddha's time up to this age. Not modern explanation, not modern idea, or not Venerable Buddha Ghosa's idea.
Then the next question. Different teachers require different standards of nimitta. For example, nimitta must be crystal or diamond, otherwise cannot discern nama-rupa clearly, so cannot attain nibbana. So, one teacher instructs students to do metta. Oh, this one will come later. So, different teachers require different standards of nimitta. Some insist it must be crystal or diamond. So, what should the standard be?
Have you seen very, very high quality diamond? Have you seen? If you have not yet experienced very, very high class quality diamond, how we can compare? Example is metaphorically they explain for easy understanding only, not exact same. So many meditators like Monista, this is also just showing the example only. In Visuddhi Magga, there are different types of nimitta, different types of kala, different types of nimitta. So some may be not diamond, some may be ruby. This is also possible. Ruby and diamond have same color? No. Maybe this is also one type of nimitta mentioned in Visuddhi Magga. According to Venerable Buddha Ghosa's explanation, it is not his own experience or not his own explanation. These explanations are he copied from Asian commentary. What is commentary? In time of Buddha, after listening a Dhamma talk, usually some bhikkhus understand clearly and they became Sotapanna or Sakadagami or Nagami or Arhat. But some are still Putujana, ordinary bhikkhu, ordinary person. Some may understand clearly the meaning of Buddha's teaching, but some may do not understand clearly the meaning of Buddha's teaching. At that time, they approach to the Buddha if there is any opportunity to see him. And they ask many questions about the meaning of this sutta. At that time, Buddha gave explanations. Such type of explanations are become Bhagavanaga Desana, miscellaneous teachings in time of Buddha. Occasionally, they have no opportunity to approach to the Buddha to ask many questions. At that time, they approach to the Venerable Sariputta or Venerable Mahakachana, etc. Venerable Sariputta or Venerable Mahakachana, they are arhats, they are great learned bhikkhus. Occasionally, they also explain according to Buddha's teaching, not against with Buddha's teaching. Such type of explanations are also become Bhagavanaga Desana, miscellaneous teachings. At the first council, Venerable Mahakassapa, Venerable Ananda, Venerable Nirodha, etc., 500 arhats combined these miscellaneous teachings after reciting Pali texts, 5 Nikayas or 3 Pitakas. Then they also recite these miscellaneous teachings. These miscellaneous teachings become original commentary, Mula Atthakatha. Venerable Mahinda, when he take responsibility to spread Dhamma throughout Sri Lanka, at that time he carried Pali texts as well as commentaries to the Sri Lanka. While he is teaching these Pali texts and commentaries to the Sri Lankan bhikkhus, he understands future generations will be not able to recite these commentaries for a long time. Because of this reason, he translates these commentaries into Sinhalese. This Sinhalese translation becomes Maha Atthakatha, great commentary. Later, original Pali commentary disappear, and this explanation or translation Maha Atthakatha, great commentary, only remain in Sri Lanka. In India also the original commentary disappear. Disappear means there is no one who can recite orally these commentaries. In ancient time there are no books. They memorize this Pali text as well as commentaries orally. Later they cannot recite commentaries orally. Slowly it disappears. Because of this reason, they write this translation, Sinhalese translation commentary, into palm leaves. So this commentary only remains. Many Mahatheras, including Venerable Mahabodhaghosa, are trying to translate into Pali from Sinhalese to Pali. But when Venerable Mahabodhagasa appear at that only, it is successful. That translation is called now Sangaha Atthakatha, summary of commentary. Or when he summarized repetitions. He only translate, not his own idea. So this is called commentary. But many Westerners, they don't like to accept commentary. They think this is later additions, later explanations. Sri Lanka Mahatthakatha, great commentary. Sri Lanka Mahatheras, especially Arhats, they also add some valuable stories which appeared in Sri Lanka, especially before 2000 years. So these stories are also very valuable for future generations. Because of this reason, they add in that Saint Henry's Mahatthakatha these stories. Again, some decisions of valuable decisions of Arhats, they also add in this Mahatthakatha great commentary. These decisions are also very valuable for future generations. Occasionally, Venerable Buddhaghosa also openly translate these stories. This is Saint's story, not intent of Buddha. He openly says. And then this is also the decision of such and such Arhat or such and such learned Mahatheras. He openly says, if future generations want to accept such decisions, they can accept. If they want to reject, no problem. So they are also very valuable. But Venerable Mahabodhaghosa, while translating commentaries into Pali, he also put in his new translation book these stories and decisions. These explanations are, in other words, Buddha's experience in ancient Arhats or ancient learned Mahatheras' experience. Their experience is more accurate than present day's teachers' experience. Is it true? So better than present day's teachers' experience. Because of this reason, please don't reject easily ancient commentaries, explanations, and Buddha's explanations.
So, so which standard should be held for the nimitta? Now the question, the nimitta, what type of standard, to what extent a person can proceed to jhana?
Whether rūpa-kalāpa or dharma-kalāpa or monastra-kalāpa or any kalāpa, no problem. It must be translucent and bright. Maybe small, no problem. Maybe big, no problem. The translucent and bright means ruby also can translucent and bright. Diamond also can be translucent and bright. Morningstar also can be translucent and bright. Some nimittas are like cloud. This is also okay. It is mentioned in Visuddhimagga. If they also translucent and bright, it is okay. But this translucent cannot be penetrated. Transparent can be penetrated at the other side. So this usage is maybe we do not understand English well. While I'm conducting 4-month retreat in 2008 in Forest Refuge, Massachusetts, one meditator who had experienced this rūpa-kalāpas, and then she discussed with me, Sayadaw, previously, according to the some Westerners' idea, we also translate pasada rupa as transparent kalāpas. But she discussed with me, Sayadaw, no, it is not transparent. It is translucent. Why? What is the reason? I asked. Transparent can penetrate the other side, but translucent cannot penetrate, but it is translucent and bright. So I discussed with some Westerners who are editing my book. Later they also accept it is translucent. So diamond, maybe some diamonds can be transparent, but some cannot be transparent. So there may be different shape, different color, and different size. Because of this reason, only one color, one size. This is not impossible for Anapana nimitta. There are different nimittas and different size, different shape, different color.
So, Sayadaw, the next continues from here. The one teacher instructs students to do metta or Buddha Nusati using the bright light that appear. Pull it to the nostril and enter into jhana using that light. Sayadaw, please explain. Buddha Nusati and metta, then pull the light to the nostril.
Which light? Which light? Pull the light.
You see, they do metta. When they do metta, they got light. When they do Buddha Nusati, they got light somewhere. It's not mentioned where. So some teacher give instruction. Pull the light during Buddha Nusati or the light during metta. Pull it to the nostril and do anapana.
Different meditation subject. The light must be color of your breath. If you see the color of your breath, it is okay, you can focus on that color. This is called nimitta. But the light from somewhere, if you pull to the nostril, usually many meditators, they cannot maintain concentration for a long time. Very soon this light will disappear. However, in this case, I want to explain one meditator's experience in Taiwan. She already informed me, she already added up to 4th jhana. Oh, okay. How do you practice? She recites Amitabha. When reciting Amitabha, the light of wisdom appears. Then his teacher, her teacher says, please pull this light of wisdom to your nostril. Then she pulled this light of wisdom to the nostril and she focused on that nimitta. How long can you, then his teacher teaches her up to 4th jhana. How long can you maintain your 4th jhana? I asked this question. Then she informed me she can maintain her 4th jhana up to half hour. Please do not recite Amitabha. Just focus on your breath object. Please inform me how long can you concentrate well on your natural breath. So she informed me and she came back again after sitting. She informed me she cannot concentrate more than 2 minutes on her natural breath. So it is impossible. Jhana also not real jhana. Maybe they think this is jhana. They cannot also maintain this jhana concentration according to their report more than half hour. This is 4th jhana is not like that. Actual fourth jhana can maintain for a long time, more than 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. So their teaching system are mixed together with other teachings. So this is impossible in our Theravada teaching. According to Theravada teaching, they must focus on the natural breath. While focusing on the natural breath, they must try to understand long breath, short breath, the whole body of breath, and subtle breath. While focusing on the whole subtle breath, whether it is long or short, then breath will become nimitta. That nimitta is the object of their meditation. Because of this reason, while sending metta or while practicing Buddha Nusri, the light of wisdom appear. That light of wisdom, if they pull back to the Nusri, actually, if it is true, they cannot maintain for a long time. Because the origin is not same. The origin is Buddha Nusri or metta, and Anapana is different subject, different meditation subject. So it is also usually impossible. If this is possible, they cannot maintain their concentration for a long time. But actually, it is not Anapana meditation.
And the next question. When one hears sound or have thoughts in the jhana, is it still considered as jhana?
This is also a Western idea. When concentration becomes deep, at the time, if they hear any sound, at the time this is jhana concentration. This is the teaching of Westerners, who is Tantra tradition. According to Visuddhimagga, according to Pali text, jhana is full of the absorption on their meditation object. For example, while practicing anapana paribhaga nimitta counterpart sign is the object of jhana concentration. They must maintain this concentration or full absorption on the anapana paribhaga nimitta continuously without interruption. Jhana concentration realize only paribhaga nimitta counterpart sign only, not any other sound. If they hear any sound, even though mental process understand the sound, not jhana mental process. Jhana mental process realize it is paribhaga nimitta only. In the same way, while practicing kasina, patavi kasina, art kasina, etc., within jhana they realize kasina object, counterpart sign, not any other object. If they hear any sound, such type of hearing sound is iyado mental process, not jhana mental process. Occasionally, because of the object is very vivid, they may hear sound. At that time, they temporarily emerge from jhana. Iyado mental process arise, as well as mind process which realize sound. After that, paribhaga nimitta, the counterpart sign of jhana object is still there. So they quickly focus on the paribhaga nimitta counterpart sign. Then very quickly full absorption appear again. So between two full absorptions, iyado process and mind process which realize sound appear. But mind is very quick. Because of this reason, they may think within jhana they hear sound.
What is the standard set for meditator to enter into each jhana, how many days must they practice? For jhana, for yogi, what is the standard for yogi? I mean for first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. What is the standard? How long they should practice for each jhana? How many days they should practice for each jhana?
It is a little bit difficult to fix time and date. How many days? In the name of Buddha, there is one Mahathera. Maybe his name is Malaka. He practiced 32 parts of body meditation. Taking each part, he established Vajjana concentration. According to his report, one day he grasped Venerable Abhyathera's hand, and then he informed, one day, I practice Vajjana. Taking one part of 32 parts as meditation object. Each day, each part. If I practice in this way Vajjana, 32 days after I finish Vajjana, again, day I practice taking one part as meditation object and enter into Vajjana. Night I again take one part of 32 parts, taking as meditation object, and then practice Vajjana. In this way, if I practice Vajjana, maybe after 2 weeks later, it is finished. In this way, he informed. So he practiced Vajjana for many months. Is it good? Good. He re-established his concentration in detail. So only he Vajjana specialized more than 1 month, 2 months, etc. So it depends on their situation. Situation means depend on their parami. If their parami becomes mature, it is not necessary to practice like that. Within few days also they can become Arhat. For example, Venerable Bhagula, when he was 80 years old, he ordained as a bhikkhu. He practiced samatha and vipassana for 7 days, and then he became Arhat within 7 days. For such persons, it is not necessary to practice for a long time each jhana, because their parami is mature. If they practice vipassana diligently, they will become Arhat very, very quickly. So depending on parami, we should not fix how many days you must practice, how many hours you must practice. It is not easy to fix. However, we do not understand their parami. We cannot read their past lives parami. Because of this reason, usually we teach for those who have enough time, maybe each jhana at least for about 1 week. If it is not okay, at least for 3 days. Within 3 days, if they can maintain their Vajjana more than 2 or 3 hours, at that time we should move second jhana, etc. But it is better if they can practice for about 1 week, if they can maintain their each jhana up to more than 2 or 3 hours. It is better. Sharing merit. Today, let us stop here. Idame Bonya Aswakaya Wahahodu Idame Bonya Nibbana Sa Pachayo Hodu Idame Punya Sabha Sadhana Bhajima Tesabe Mesama Punya Bhaga Labantu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu